Beautiful day, beautiful soul, and welcome back to love, peace, and happiness. So, the following message has been co-signed by the Divine and sponsored by Spirits. Coming to you live once again from Las Vegas, I go by Melinda NailFanatic. And I'm back to deliver your latest timeless collective tarot message from the Download series. So if you're here, it's by divine design. Always bring your intuition to the party. If it resonates, you can pick it up and run with it, or leave it where you found it. Either way, make your choices and decisions responsibly today, because you'll always have the consequences and repercussions to pay. I am for your personal consultations, and anybody that's purchased a personal consultation with me during the month of July is entered into a raffle to win a free 10-minute reading that will be given here on the 1st of August during the download. So get your purchase, and that's across. It doesn't matter how you found me. I will announce the winner here. So pay attention. All right. So with all that being said and done, after these messages, we'll be right back. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and pull your Alpha and Omega messages. We pull them first. We read them last. And they always put a nice, pretty bow on the whole show. So we do what we do because we absolutely love and adore our brothers and sisters of humanity. We know that each one teach one and empower one another, build each other up. The more of us in a higher vibration raises the overall vibration on earth for all humanity. And I believe that. So I've had a lot of experiences in my life, and I decided a long time ago that if I was going to have gone through so much pain and struggle, well, I wasn't going to keep it to myself, because I figured out some ways to help heal my energy, heal my spirit, heal my mind. Oh, God, my mind was a whole freaking mess. And traditional methods didn't work well for me, because I wasn't trying to sit with a counselor or a psychologist or a psychiatrist, because I just felt like they were useless. I don't know. Not knocking it. It works for some. It didn't work for me. But what did work for me was being very conscious of the choices I was making and beginning to make different choices. I remember I had a download that said, if it's all about the choices you're making, what would it take for you to make different choices? And I didn't even know that I was channeling at the time. I didn't know that I was receiving these divine messages at the time. I just knew that I had gotten to where I was by the choices I had made, and I could make different choices. So I began to make different choices, and over time I developed certain techniques that served me well to begin to make over my mind. I remember it was 2008 when I created a meme. Sitting in my nail studio, something came over me with the flash of the light of inspiration, and it said to me, now I know it was the divine mind, of course, but it said to me, change your mind and you'll change your life. So ever since then, I've been developing myself to change my mind and change my life in regards to my self-awareness, in regards to my financial prosperity and abundance, in regards to my image for myself and in this world, in regards to my lovability, my deservability, my worthiness, so many different things, and definitely in regards to previous experiences that I had, the pains and the strains and the difficulties, all those things that made it hard for me. We all have them. So we're going to begin with your message today using the karma cards. We have the planet. Oh, it's the North Node. It's not even a planet. The North Node in the sign of Cancer in the 9th house. Wow. So this is talking about, on a spiritual level, There will be intuition to protect your spiritual values. So your intuition is going to speak to you. It's going to guide you in the way of protecting your spiritual values. Yeah. There's success about attitudes from the past about long-range travel or long-range thinking. So the ninth house has to do a lot with philosophy and higher levels of education and spirituality and your values. It also talks about the benefits resulting from the history of what is to be shared. So you're going to have your intuition on point to help you protect your spiritual values. It's funny because I started talking about why I do what I do. Simon Sinek came up in my experience probably about 8 years ago, and he had a YouTube video, and it talked about start with the why. It made a lot of sense. Why do you do what you do? Well, it looks like you had a lot of success in shifting your thinking and changing your life, making movement in your life, okay, to elevate your life. And I see you've been sharing a lot of this. So let's see what else we have. It says, have faith in your feelings as if it or they came from all there is. Oh boy. Yeah, the nail biz really taught me. For those of you who don't know, I've been an entrepreneur since 2007, doing high-end, upscale nails. And I was successful in a very low-end, impoverished neighborhood for 11 years, and now I'm grateful to say that my location matches the quality of what I'm providing. But I'm saying all this because the nail biz, in doing what I love and what I'm good at, intuition trained me that it's God speaking. Like I said in the beginning in 2008, when I heard change your mind and you'll change your life, I didn't know that it was the divine that was speaking to me. I just thought I had a great idea. I did, but I didn't associate with where it came from. And they're saying, have faith in your feelings as if it or they came from all there is. It's coming from the divine. How did the nail biz help train that into me? Well, I'd be sitting there doing nails for a new client, and she wanted to try a color or a shape, but I didn't really know her. And I would have this intuitive hit that would tell me she doesn't like it. Ask her if she wants to change a color, or ask her if she wants to change a shape. And you know what? After not listening and redoing full sets enough times, I learned to listen because I was right. And there was a very definitive moment where this client came in and she sat down. And as she sat down, I just had this question on my heart so strong. And I started arguing with myself because I'm like, that's not an appropriate question. Who asked that question? That's a weird-ass question to ask. I'm not asking that. I remember going back and forth with myself about it. And the question I was given was, are there any new children in the family? I'm sure you can appreciate what I'm talking about. Like, who asked that? That's not a normal question. As soon as I finished this back and forth with myself, the client opens her mouth and she says, oh yeah, by the way, Nani's pregnant. I was like, oh, wow. So there's a new baby in your family, huh? And she's like, well, yeah, there will be. I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. It was so random and so specific that I had to see that it was not just me. So have faith in your feelings as if it or they came from all that there is. Now, you have different experiences like this. I'll never forget, too, the day that my daughter came home. She said, Mom, for some reason, I just wanted to drive the other way to work today. She goes, and I didn't listen, and I wish I had because I ended up stuck for an hour, and there was no way to get out. Yeah, she ended up on Flamingo Road between Eastern and Maryland Parkway, and there's no way to go around that, but had she taken the back street, she would have cruised by the whole delay. So there's something there, you know. You've had different experiences like that where you were given guidance to do this or do that, and if you listened, it benefited you. You noticed that. If you didn't listen, it was like, dang, I could have avoided all this, and you noticed that. Either way, you've been learning to discern the voice of spirit of all that is, okay? It says, do not worry about attitudes from the past, about the philosophies and laws involved. Who cares what the past philosophy was? Where is it in the past? Where are you at now? Okay? Where are you at now? Focus on where you're at now, which is perfect leading into our final point from the karma cards today. Now is the time to use your intuition and do it in a big way. Yes, honey. Yes. Use your intuition and do it in a big way. All right, so interesting. Let's find out what we have coming out from the Journey of Love card. It's the Heart Fire. We have the Heart Fire coming out for you today. And this is a beautiful unfolding, and it has the sacred spiral energy all over it. I love that. We're going to go ahead and read about this card from the book. Yeah, it comes from your heart. Okay, thank you. So last night during the Tarot in the Shadows episode, we received the steps to solidification. They talked about it starts in the ether, and you are receptive to the frequency of the idea. You receive the idea, and from that point, it's on you to take the action. Spirit will give you with this idea the first step. If you take that first step, they'll guide you through the next step. Okay? And if you keep following these steps, what'll happen is you end up with a solidified experience, something tangible that you can taste, touch, or feel. See, every idea, what they said is you had to be fully embodied in the physical realm in order to create in the physical realm. That is the privilege of the human in a physical, the spirit in a physical vessel, aka the human. Thank you. And the only reason, so we had the element of spirit, we had the element of thought, we had the element of action with fire, and we had the element of earth with solidification, making it real. What didn't show up, what Spirit said was, it has to be through the whole, each of these applications has to be accompanied with the other element, the fifth element, which is love, emotions, love energy. That's why the heart fire is here. See, you're only going to be in that receptive state if your heart is open. You're only going to hear the voice of Spirit if your heart is open. You're only going to take the action Spirit guides you to because your heart is open. You got to act from the place of love, okay, and trust. And you have the physical come in. The physical repercussions, once you follow those actions, come in the energy of love. Love has to be through all of it. And last night, as I laid in my bed after finishing on my recordings for the day, what came through was, your heart has to be in everything. That's why it's in the center of the chakra system of the 7 main chakras. No, there are so many more chakras than only 7. However, it is at the center, the core of the 7 bodily housed chakras, which is the main chakras. You'll access none of the other chakras if those 7 aren't active. And the heart is the center of it all. The heart is the core. That's why the heart is in the middle of all 7. Okay, so let's see what the book has to offer about the heart fire energy. And that card is on page, let me see here. It's on page 18, which is the moon card. When your heart fire is lit up, you'll be able to go through any situation with, it's like showing me, the way they're showing me is a drive at night, a long distance drive at night. And we did have something here about long distance travel and thinking, long range thinking or travel, seeing out into the future. So when you're driving at night across country, you can't see your destination, but you know you're going to get there. You can't even see the rest of the road between where you started and where you're going. You can only see so much road ahead of you. So they're guiding you. You may not know the entire path to fruition, but what you will know is the next step. Take it in faith and keep your heart open. Let's see what comes out about the heart fire. It says, passion is igniting within you. It is not a time when things will remain still. Even if the change is only sensed as a subtle stirring underneath the surface of things, okay? Even if slow at first, passion will unfold from within your heart, soon to be burning bright like a sun, unrestrained. Ding, 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 pause on the book. We've talked a lot about each of you lately. You are a sun unto yourself. How light is your sun energy? How bright is your sun energy? How light and how bright is your sun energy? Okay, because you are a sun unto yourself. Some of you are barely figuring that out. So there's a flickering light. It's a flickering light. It's it's turning on. Right? Others of you, you've been knowing that, like, it's up to you. You have to self-regenerate this pure positive energy. Play on the book, they said. You are learning how to ride the waves of passion. Through eruptions of heat and descent into coolness, bearing the absence of fire, only to realize it is returning to you again. Ride its waves knowing that passionate bliss will always return to a heart that is on fire with love for life. The coolness allows us to experience the heat. Once you realize that the fire emerging from within you will ebb and flow, you will trust its presence. You will realize that whether your passionate fire is obvious, drawing you into life, or dwelling quietly within, gaining power from the deepest sources of your being, soon to rise once more, it is a constant in your heart. Accept the fire of your heart and know that this is how you are meant to be, on fire with love for all that is. Yes! The oracle brings a message for you. Trust the passion and the fire of your heart to guide your decisions now. What would make you feel most alive? Choose that. If you are feeling a lack of genuine passion in your life, take comfort that it is awakening in your own heart now, bringing something that has been long in rest back to life. Life unfolds in wondrous ways, and time together fills the days with unexpected gifts beyond our wildest dreams, like open hearts as feelings start. To face the longing when we part. Our soul knows this is more than what it seems. In gratitude, I offer prayer with thanks for this love so rare, asking guidance on this sweet sojourn. The answers come in tears that flow, emotions raw, and smiles that show. Becoming one is worth the wait until I can return. So this whole hot, cool experience is definitely showing me the tempering of a steel sword. So a steel sword is put in the fire, and it's got heated up, and it's banged out, and then it's dropped into ice water. Why? Because the changing of temperature, it creates the strength of the steel, okay? That's how steel is forged. It goes to the fire, and then it goes to the ice. And then it goes to the fire, and then it goes to the ice, baby. So, to the fire and ice, baby. I heard, cheers, take a shot for me, hey. Because it creates a tempering. And then that's showing me temperance card energy, just the word tempering of a steel sword, right? That idea. It shows me, temperance is necessary. Temperance, once you have temperance inside of yourself, you know how to ride these waves of passion, of these emotions that come through you. It's easier for you to navigate and stay in character, I heard. Another thing that it talked about with, you are meant to be on fire with love for all that is, and all that is came through. They said, have faith in your feelings as if it or they came from all that is. So there's a heavy emphasis on all that is energy today. And then I hear Joe singing in the background softly, 'cause all that I am is a man in love with you. So there's that energy there of passion coming through there as well. Okay. So let's see, what deck are we going to talk about? Oh, they want me to pull out the wisdom of the golden path. So the heart fire, you got to keep your heart open, okay? Accept and understand that your emotions are a direct, it's like DMs from the source. Hello, your emotions are DMs from source. This is why it's so important to gain the emotional intelligence. So with North Node in Cancer in the 9th house, North Node is about stepping into life purpose energy. It's time to step up and do something different. North Node is going to always take you beyond your comfort zone to the place you've never been before. So where's your North Node at in your birth chart? Somebody said, I don't know, I never heard that phrase before. Okay, well, get your pen and paper out. Because it's time for you to you get a homework assignment from Spirit. Should you choose to accept your mission, your job is to learn where is your North Node on the birth chart and do some investigation into that. How can I do this, Melinda? Well, just put birth chart calculator in your phone or on your laptop or whatever device you're using. A bunch of free websites will pop up. One of my favorite is GrupoVenus.com, GRUPOVenus.com. The site is available, I think, in 3 or 4 different languages, so just click the language first. They have a bunch of different birth charts on there. You can find out where your North Node is. Another one that works well is Astro.com. I think it's called Astro.com. But it doesn't matter which of these you use. What you will need is not just your birth time. You'll need your birthplace and not just your birth date. You'll need your birthplace and your birth time. Okay. Your North Node is where your soul is being called to stretch into at this time. Where the South Node is the talent, skills, and abilities, aka the comfort zone that you bring from your past life. Something you've already done, you've done it well from the past life, you're bringing that in as, like I said, your comfort zone, okay? The North Node is going to take you into the uncomfortable zone to accomplish what you've not accomplished before, okay? So it's going to require courage and bravery, and look at that, trust coming out. It's going to definitely require trust. Trust in the journey. Trust in the path. Trust that you're being spiritually guided, okay? Trust that you'll always receive what you need along the way. Trust that there are answers to the questions. Trust that once a question is posed, the answer is also available on the spirit realm, and that spirit has the ability to communicate these to you. So, trust. The lady featured on this card seems troubled and a little unsure of things. The water represents rising emotions. She senses that a change is looming, but she's not sure what changes will occur and how they will affect her. The white dove signifies the universal spirit which brings good news. Behind everything there is a single unifying force which is unfathomable and unknowable. you, our world, and the entire cosmos are governed by the same universal energy. The energy which is the essence of all creation and life also governs all change. Your life, like all of life, is forever changing and evolving. It is pointless to try to resist change, for it is the way of nature. In order to move forward, you must willingly surrender to the universal energy of love. Trust and allow it to guide you in the knowing that you have placed your trust in the greatest power there is. Within you, the power of the entire universe exists, a power full of infinite creativity. Be bold and strong, for you are the creator of your own destiny. Look inside. You will find everything you need there. Just follow your heart and know that what feels right is right. I trust that all is occurring for my highest good. I trust in the universal energy of love. I willingly surrender to the higher will of my soul. I am always safe. I am blessed. Hello. Now, all this is coming together so beautifully. Yeah, because there is change here. It's definitely taking you out of your comfort zone. And the all that is comes through here again. The all that is, a single unifying force, all that is coming through here again. Okay, the divine minds, the collective, the higher self, the God force. Hello, which philosophy, which vernacular do you like? Okay, this signifies and governs change. The essence of all creation and life governs change. That energy of all that is governs change in your life. Okay, on planet Earth, you came here to learn, to evolve, to study, and grow. And if you think back in school, like, hey, everything is always changing. Like, not only did you change course every year, you changed classes, right? But once you got old enough, within the same day, you changed from classroom to classroom. You would go from this period to that period, different classes, different courses within the same day. When you were a little tiny thing, you stayed in one class all day. Ah, how cute. As you matured, you went from one class to 7 classes in a day. But the little ones, that was too much for them. But as you mature spiritually, you're going to have a bunch of different lessons all at once. Keep your heart open. You could be unsure about things and how these changes are going to affect your life. But you can use your intuition to follow. And again, this is going to take you into that uncomfortable zone. That North Node energy is here. So, let's see what else do we have for you at this time. What other cards shall we pull out for them today? Okay. The Divine Feminine Energy Oracle. Let me grab that deck. We haven't seen these ones in a little while. I just got like, switch it up. New cards, new energy. I'm like, okay. Yeah, they were like, put all the cards back. I had been leaving the cards from the recent shows out. And they were like, no, stop doing, we're not doing that today. Now, what was the reading? There was some reading that just came through. Hold on a second. Let me look through my notes. Creator, energy, what did we call it? It was something about, oh, yeah. The order processing for the creator. Order processing for the creator. That was last night's Shadows message. I didn't have to even flip the page. It was right there. So order processing for the creator. There is a process to this. The one thing that's always going to be in every step of the process is your heart. And if your heart is open, then you can trust. Your heart links you to the divine. And when you're linked to the divine, you can trust in your journey. You can trust in your guidance. You can trust in the steps that you're guided to take. Yeah. Trust coming through with the open heart. The open heart is the main part that's going to be included in every bit of the order processing for creators. And you are creators. And right now what you're creating, according to these karma cards, is North Node. You're stepping into your North Node energy. Again, where is the North Node? And so let's say you find out you have your North Node in Cancer, just like the cards show. And it's in the 9th house. So then what we want you to do with that information is Google North Node in Cancer in the 9th house. See what comes up. Okay? Then you're going to break it down. The North Node in Cancer, see what comes up. Then you go North Node in the 9th house, see what comes up. Do a little bit of study there, because what this is going to do is give you insight on what your soul is seeking to progress into during this lifetime. Thank you. So let's see what we have from the divine feminine energy at this time. It's time to step into your North Node. This was gifted to me from Joyce. All right, let's see, what do we have? I love that this deck was gifted to me from Joyce. What do we have? What's the message here? Thank you. Sarada Devi, the Divine Mother. Unconditional love exists within me. The presence of love is the absence of judgment. Huge energy of love coming through. It's a love thing. Okay. Yeah, it's a love thing. From the book, let me look it up. Hold on, let me look at her name again. Sarada Devi. Okay. Sarada Devi. Devi. Okay. Let me find her in the book so we can see about her. 1 second. The Lamb gave me this book. Hello. Okay, it's on page 92. Whoa, heavy emphasis on Virgo energy here. For somebody, there's definitely a Virgo in your experience, or you are a Virgo. Page 92, Hermit and High Priestess. Okay. So it's like, as you go in and you do this soul searching, you're going to receive the downloads that you need, the guidance. Again, it's you on a long cross-country or long-distance journey driving at night. You have to trust in the plan. You have to trust in your inner guidance system, okay? So let's see what we can learn from Sarada Devi, the Divine Mother. So Sri Sarada Devi embodies the feminine power that initiates seekers onto a spiritual path through unconditional love. Sarada Devi was born in Jayrambati, India, in 1853 to poor Brahmin parents. As a little girl, she worshipped a clay figurine of the goddess Kali, meditated, and began to have visions. At age 5, she was betrothed to the priest of Dakshinawar Kali Temple, a beloved mystic named Ramakrishna. 10 years later, she joined him at the temple and they began their lifelong spiritual marriage together. Sarada's husband, Ramakrishna, performed the Shodashi Puja with her. This meant that Sarada was positioned in the seat of the goddess Kali and was addressed as Shrima, or Holy Mother. Sarada is considered to be Ramakrishna's first disciple. They both became notable mystics with large international followings. Sarada helped form the monastic order for the devotees of Ramakrishna after he passed. And because she was so beloved, a monastic order was founded for women in her honor. She paved the way for future generations of women to enter the spiritual life. As a guru, Sarada Devi was known for treating all her disciples as her children. Many of her devotees relate that she initiated them in a dream. She appeared as a goddess in human form and gave them a mantra. When they met her for the first time, they would recall the dream and know instantly that they were encountering their guru. When your soul selects her card, Sarada Devi loved all her disciples unconditionally and equally. In her teachings, she emphasized that there is no such thing as a stranger. She encouraged her devotees to understand that everyone we meet is actually a part of us and is connected to us. And that if we want to experience true peace, we need to own the fault and judgment that we project onto others. We need to see our own faults and forgive them with love. Sarada Devi whispers gently to us, "No one is a stranger, my child. This whole world is your own." So, if something keeps showing up in the people we meet and in the relationships we're cultivating, Sarada asks us to meet them from within us. Meaning the aspects of this other person that might be causing us pain or frustration or just plain aversion, these same aspects exist within us. Unless we are willing to really meet with these aspects within us, the universe will keep presenting them to us in our relationships. And it's not to piss us off. It's to free us. It's out of a deep love for us to fully heal. The goal here is for us to love ourselves fiercely from within, without judgment or shame for where we are in the moment. The goal is to let us mother ourselves with unconditional love. Excuse me? I feel the sneeze popping up. Okay. It didn't come out though. That's the only love that will quiet those harsh, critical voices within us. So we can stop wasting our time mired in judgment of others or ourselves and get on with being the perfectly imperfect light that we are. I love that. Okay. What am I currently judging or criticizing about myself? Now, in the beginning of today's download, I talked about, my life, my head was a mess. I needed to heal myself. And so I share this with you. This is exactly what I figured out. Like, Spirit taught me this. And so I'm over here having all these downloads and memories about my own journey. And it's like, when I can't even tell you, I think it might have been from Abraham Hicks, but I'm not certain where I got that. I heard that first, that, it's a mirror. It's highlighting a quality that's within yourself. And Spirit took it one step further, and they told me, if you can't forgive it in others, you won't forgive it in yourself either. Whether you're aware of where you're holding that energy or not, you are holding that energy. So, forgiveness of this energy and approaching with unconditional love doesn't mean you have to entertain its presence, because we learned in our journey as well that presence does not equal love. Period. You can love something or someone and never have them in your presence. That actually is included in unconditional love, because unconditional love means loving without conditions. On all forms of duality, presence and absence, light and dark, whatever, good and bad, up and down, crazy, sane, it doesn't matter. You love them anyways. But presence and love, they don't always have to be together. Just so you know, physical presence does not equate to love. That's one thing where we got it twisted for ourselves, is we got this idea that if you don't keep them around, that means you don't love them or they don't love you. But is that really true? I heard no, it's not. It's really not true. That's not the truth. You love a lot of people that aren't around you. Here it comes. Okay, I told you it was coming. All right, so, yeah, there's something here about that. But here, I like the way she mentioned it, because everybody you meet is on your path for a reason. There is an energy in you that is attracting their energy to you. Does it mean you're supposed to keep them forever? Not exactly. Does it mean that they're going to be your forever partner? Not exactly. It doesn't really mean shit, except for there's a common energy that is causing alignment of frequency. So last night we talked about frequency differences. We talked about one that's on a higher frequency and one that's on a lower frequency. And we've talked recently about not only does opposites attract, but like attracts like. So there's two different forms of attraction. When it's like attracts like, this one can journey with you because you're like. But when it's opposites attract, it's literally there for a healing of this energy that is probably been neglected, rejected, or unaware of inside of the self. Okay. So, from the fire to fire and ice baby. Okay, to the fire and the ice baby is coming through. Alright, let's see. What other decks do you want us to read with today? Okay, I'm getting the Divine Energy Oracle for our next message. What do we have? And then they said this will be the last Oracle deck, and then we'll go into some cards. So let's see. What is the message for the love and peace and happiness? Try here at this time by divine design. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. Okay. We have a beautiful community that we're building here. A beautiful, beautiful community. So thankful and grateful for all of you. You know, I was able to post on, so sidebar message, personal experience. There's a lesbian group on Facebook, and it was like, post your picture, post a cute picture, and where you're at. Where are you? And so on mine, I put my picture up, and I'm like, in the flesh in Las Vegas, in the spirit worldwide. And then I put a link to the channel. So it's like, yeah, where are you? Do you recognize that you're more than just a body? I heard, do you recognize that you're more than just a body? That's why they wanted me to share that personal experience. You might be there, but you can be worldwide. Your energy is so much larger than what you are, okay? Keep your heart open. Stay in the energy of love. Stay in trust in this journey, okay? Unconditional love. If people come into your path, there's a reason they're coming into your path. What you gonna do with? Have faith in your feelings as though they're coming from spirit. Don't worry about what happened in the past and what you used to believe. Acknowledge where you're at, okay, and let that be of most importance, okay, because now's the time to use your intuition and go all in with it, baby. Go all the way in, yeah. Because your intuition will be there to protect you and your spiritual values. Your intuition will be there for that. When it's time for you to release something and remove it from your experience, you're going to know that. That's a part of unconditional love. Again, unconditional love. All these parents talking about, I love my kids unconditionally. Okay, well then, did you cut them off when you needed to? Did you kick them out when you needed to? I did. It was hard. I had to kick out my kid at one point. She thought that it was a joke. These responsibilities was a joke. I love you, baby, but hold on. I got to teach you some responsibility. I have to set boundaries there. Okay, so unconditional love doesn't mean you're going to put up with anything, because you also have standards and values. Unconditional love doesn't mean you let them kick you in the teeth and rob you for all your worth. No, it does not. That's where you got it fucked up and twisted up. We're going to straighten that out today. I heard, well, you're going to learn today. Yeah, so you having success, too, from making a lot of progress in your way of thinking at this time. Okay, success also coming from making changes. For some of you, literal physical movement and changes is being called for in you. Somebody here, you're a life path number 9, I heard, okay? And it's like you're sharing the information that you learned and discerned. Okay, this benefits not just you, but it benefits others around you too. This is wonderful when you can take that lesson and put it in a form so that it can benefit so many others, because everybody ain't as hard-headed as we are. Everybody ain't as hard-headed as we are. They don't all have to go jump head first into some crappy situations to learn. Some people actually learn from listening, watching, reading, and another's experience, yeah? So let's see, what do we have from the Divine Energy Oracle? What's the message? What's the most valuable message you have for today? Thank you. To the fire and ice, baby. Okay. What do we have is correct your mistakes. Correct your mistakes. I said we were going to get it together. You were going to learn today. You seen where there was a mistaken point of view, a mistaken belief. This is going to take you into the uncomfortable zone. Yeah. Your intuition is going to be kicked up. It's about elevating your consciousness. Okay, this could be about your ideas. For somebody, this is about your ideas, about humanitarianism, being kind to other people. For somebody, this is about what you entertain, the way you allow yourself to be treated, I heard. Because you're trying to do, and they're giving me air quotes, the right thing. The right thing is to follow your open heart all the way up to love's door. You know what I'm saying? And when you're entertaining something and you're putting yourself in a place where they can kick you in the teeth and rob you and steal everything from you, pillage and plunder you, that is not feel like love. That feels like crap. That means it's shit. Flush it. Hello. When it feels like bliss, do more of this. We've got to understand how it works. And unconditional love, again, somebody needs to hear this again. I thought I said it enough times already. They said, no, say it again. Somebody need to hear that one more time. Okay, they said for emphasis. Love and physical presence are not synonymous. Just because you love somebody does not mean that they're always going to be in your physical presence. And you can easily love somebody without their physical presence. I heard all you do is just send love to their spirit. Think about them, visualize them, send them love, send them beautiful, healing, loving thoughts. But if their physical presence is detrimental to your spiritual health, oh honey, your intuition is guiding you to protect yourself. Some situation here needs to be corrected. Some situation here needs to be corrected because there's been some mistaken points of views, mistaken course of action, mistaken ideas, mistaken level of obligation to something here. So let's see what we have coming out in the situation today. We're going to utilize the Tarot of Mystical Moments for the situation. So let's see what we have. What is the message today for the love and peace and happiness? Try here. Yeah, you can love in a situation that's hot as fire or cold as ice, baby. There's still love there. But you got to trust in what your spirit is guiding at this time. You have to trust your intuition. It's leading you the right way every day. Unconditionally. Because spirit loves you unconditionally. Perfect. I was looking for 3 cards and we have 3 coming out. So we have the Ace of Cups coming out in the situation. Somebody have found self-love in the past, in the current energy. The King of Swords, the masculine King of Swords. This deck has both feminine and masculine kings. This is telling you there's a cutting off. This King of Swords is coming through with his sword. He's communicating something. He's saying something. It's cutting something off. Okay, that's what he's saying. I'm cutting it off. The Six of Wands is also coming through, which is having removed yourself from the war, the battlefield, you get success. Okay. For somebody, there's a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius person in your experience, but we'll find out more. I'm definitely seeing, though, that there's a situation here where somebody really learned to honor their self-love. Look, at the bottom of the deck in the past, we have the 8 of Swords, which tells me that in the past, there was this idea that kept you stuck in a situation that was not healthy, not beneficial to you. And I'm hearing, and it's that one that we've been talking about. Well, loving them unconditionally, I can't leave them because I love them. The fuck you can't. You can love them and leave them. Believe me, I had to figure out how to do that with family, with sister, yeah, with aunties and uncles and cousins. Oh yeah, did I say sister? Yeah. I had to learn how to do that. You can love people and let them go. You don't have to have them in the presence. Not to mention all them lovers I've had to let go and how much that was a challenge. It's going to take you to an uncomfortable zone because, you know, in the physical world, you are a physical being. You want to hold on to every fucking thing. You want to keep it. You want to hoard it. You can't keep it. You can't hoard it. You got to let it go. You got to let it flow. Okay, there's something here about removing yourself. Your words, you'll use your words. You communicate to enforce your boundaries, okay? and you will protect your spiritual values. Your self-love is your greatest spiritual value. Don't get it twisted. The most valuable thing you can do is that self-love energy. And we're not talking about self-love to where you become a whole ass and you just go out here stomping on people's hearts and just being, you know what I'm saying, violent and disruptive to other folks on purpose or nothing like that. But sometimes when you're in this self-love energy, it could appear that way to someone else from their perspective, because here you are doing what's best for you, and they're like, but you're not taking care of me. You're so selfish. You're supposed to be there for me. Hold on. I'm supposed to be there for you. How are you here for me? And I'm the one that's selfish? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm supposed to take care of me and you? Get it together. I heard get it together. Get it together. You know what I'm saying? I love you, but no, it's not my job here to take care of you. My job is to make sure that I'm good, and I'm taking care of me, and I'm making sure I'm good. What are you doing to take care of you and make sure you're good? You know what I'm saying? And if there's not anything you can do to help alleviate the situation because somebody else isn't taking their point, what I'm seeing here in this experience is there's a conversation happening. And that conversation brings the end of a battle, the end of a war, the end of a struggle. So let's look at the other person's energy. I didn't want that deck. That was supposed to be for your energy. Okay, they said just take it. You did it right. Trust. They said trust. Okay, so the other person's energy. Let's see what we have coming up in their energy. From the Psychic Tarot, from the heart. What's going on with the other side of the table? Please show me clearly, with accuracy, clarity, and simplicity, for my beloved brothers and sisters of humanity, because I absolutely love and adore them for their highest, lightest, and brightest good, for their overall love, peace, health, wealth, and happiness. Right, they had the Tower in the past energy with rebuild. Okay, in their current energy, they have Nurture, Empress energy, both major arcanas. So that's telling me that somebody in your experience, they're currently being pushed to mother themselves. They have to be the mother to themselves. You know what I'm saying? They have to nurture themselves. They have to build themselves up. Because what? The darkest fears coming up. And it kind of like tried to show me in reverse. So what I'm seeing here is there's somebody here who's been called on to nurture themselves in this experience. This is not you. This is somebody else. Anywhere where they haven't done that, like they're going to face their worst fears because they didn't follow the divine guidance. They did not heed and they did not listen. Rest and reconsider, the Nine of Wands. Instead, I heard, isolate themselves, put themselves out there on the ledge, put themselves in a risky situation. They ran. Somebody tried to run from the freaking problem. Yeah, the thing, one of these cards we were reading from the book talked about something about, it made me feel about, you can run as far as you want, but no matter where you run to, you're going to still find yourself there. Oh, yes. I think it was a journey of love. Possibly that deck was the one that was talking about, you keep meeting the same experience with a different person. Same experience, different person. That's what's happened with this person. Because they keep trying to run and getting nowhere. It's getting them nowhere. They run, that tempering of the sword. Okay, the lesson is getting stronger the more they run. I heard the lesson is getting stronger the more they learn, the more they run, because they're going from a cold heart, a warm heart to cold heart, warm heart to cold heart. That's a tempering energy right there that's happening. The tempering is happening. Okay. The Divine Energy Oracle wants me to read about it from the book. The card that came out was Correct Your Mistakes before I pull the energy on your side. So let's see. Correct Your Mistakes is it's card number 37 and it's on page 79. So Empress, Chariot, and then Chariot and Hermit. Okay. So for somebody here, yes, you're being called on to ghost the situation. I ain't even lying. That's what I'm getting. Correct your mistakes. You got to ghost something. I heard when they can't figure it out in your presence, it's amazing how much they'll learn once you pull back and pull your energy out of the situation. Yeah, once you pull your physical presence away, it's amazing how much they realize about your physical presence. Have you overreacted to a situation in the past and now regret your behavior? Have you said or done something that has now come back to haunt you? Set aside your pride and defenses and acknowledge your mistakes. There is no need to punish yourself or languish in remorse, nor should you paralyze yourself with righteous self-defense. We are all human. Accept your limitations in this area and learn from your mistake. Ask significant others how you can bring things back to balance. Then peacefully move on. All is well. Your divine energy is calling you to be open and fully accountable for your behavior toward everyone by practicing the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And we follow that up with, and if they don't, then don't allow them to do anything unto you anymore. You don't have to allow that. If you must make amends, do so with love in your heart. Then turn the situation over to the universe for healing. Your divine invitation is quickly admit your errors and seek to correct them to the best of your ability without causing further harm to others. Ask your higher self for support with this process. As you apologize, ask forgiveness and make amends. Take action to reverse any damage you've done and mean what you say. Learn from your experience and let it go. So somebody here, and I feel this energy from the Divine Energy Oracle, this correct your mistakes, this is why this is coming out. I feel like this is connected to this other person in your experience. Somebody did something. They were being called to love and nurture with this Empress energy here with the nurture card. They were being called to love and nurture, okay? And as a result of not having done that, some fears, whatever they were afraid of that caused them to not love and nurture, is what caused this cutting off to happen. That's why this King of Swords energy is here. Also, it's the reason why the consequences and repercussions are like, okay, well, you didn't want to do it because you thought you didn't have enough. You thought things weren't going to work out. You were afraid of it breaking up. You were afraid of losing. Okay, guess what? That's going to happen anyways because you didn't trust and do what you were supposed to do. So there's something here about when the divine gives you resources and guidance to take with said resources, you're supposed to trust and take the step, right, to bring something to fruition. Somebody here was in fear. They did not. As a result, somebody chose self-love, and that left the other person like, I heard in shambles, like that was an ego strike because somebody chose self-love. And I'm hearing, yeah, somebody wanted to play a larger role in your life than they were supposed to. They actually were trying to thwart your spiritual values, I hear. They wanted to take the place of only the divine, that only the divine should hold in your life, of complete trust, of blind faith. The only one you can trust in that is yourself on this physical plane because you are the one with the direct connection to source for yourself. Even at the beginning of every one of these sessions, we tell you to bring your intuition to the party and to make your choices and decisions responsibly. If it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it because you are the one that you are needing to trust at the end of the day. You have the best guidance for you. You have your own direct connection to sources. I have mine. I'm not trying to do these readings to breed codependency into you. I am doing these readings and offering the skills, talents, and abilities that I have so that you can never be codependent again. So you'll be a fully empowered and awakened human being and go forth and lead others into this energy as well. We're going to spread this stuff like COVID, baby. Empowerment. The ability to transmute emotions and ride out situations regardless in the higher vibration and always come out in the Six of Wands energy of success, recognition, accomplishment, and reward. Hello. All right, let's see. We're shuffling up the Sacred Circle Tarot, and this is going to be for your side of the table. So let's see what we have for your side of the table. Now, because of the way I thought that these cards were going to be used for the opposite side, some of y'all may need to flip the energies. Like, whichever side of the table you sit on, that's the side of the table you sit on, whether it's you or them. But right now, I'm going to read these as though it's you. Okay, so let's see. 3 cards, please, to show your energy. There's one, the 10 of Wands. I'm telling you, you cut something off in the end. You stop. You're like, okay, cool. I ain't forcing shit. Somebody tried to force you and you quit. Somebody tried to force you and you quit. You backed off. You were like, oh no, you think you forcing me to do something? You got another thing coming. You're like, I'm out of here, dude. I'm not doing this no more. Now you have the 3 of this, dedication coming out in your current energy. Okay, and the fluctuation card of the 2 of this coming out in your unfolding energy. So there's a change coming. The energy is shifting. Yeah, the energy is definitely shifting as a result of the warrior energy. Strength card. Baby, you looking sexy in your power. Yeah, you looking mighty sexy, mighty fine in your power, baby. That's a highly attractive energy. When they try to keep you stuck in a situation, somebody tried to keep you stuck in a confined situation. They tried to restrict your energy flow. Yeah, they had another fucking thing coming. They found themselves out on a ledge. They took a risk to do something. They were best off not doing that, but they did it anyways. And guess what? Yeah, you cut right through that. You was like, you see my sword of truth. I'm a warrior. I'm going to break your fucking cage. And that's where the tower energy came in on their side. They're like, God dang, that bitch really broke away. Okay, maybe they didn't call you that bitch. That's just how I talk. If you're offended, why are you still here? If you're not, let's get it in. We're going to go in next with the Archangel Power tarot cards and get some guidance for you moving forward. Is this your reading? Did you claim it? Is this your stuff? Is this your stuff? Yeah, you're changing things up. You know what I'm saying? You're finding balance, and it's like I'm seeing this 2 of Pentacles is interesting the way it's showing itself to me. It almost looks like if it's a surfer or something. There's a person, now they're showing me a skateboarder. You know, you can use these wonderful tools to help you move around and have fun in life, right? But they all require balance. Those all require balance. And they're showing me any like bicycles, scooters, whatever. You have to have balance. So you're having more balance in your life. Okay, you're dedicated to building yourself up. You're dedicated to doing the right thing. You're dedicated to going where no tribe has gone before. So you're going into a different place where you've never been before, a different energy. You're doing stuff, switching up the game. I heard, is she coming? Is she going? What is she doing? Somebody here has been wondering, were you coming or going? They thought you were coming back. Baby, come back. They thought you were going to stay. Please stay. Sorry I left you. I left you crying. Since you've been gone, I've been all alone. And Jodeci coming through. Well, that's your fucking fault. You shouldn't have left me there crying, okay? Go be alone, because I'm alone. I'm okay with that. I heard I'm okay with that. I don't have a problem with that. Okay, so somebody here, they want you to stay. They thought you would stay, even though they left you alone crying. Man, don't put on some crazy sad song, music, broken heart bullshit. Baby, come back. I miss you. Just stay with me. Sorry I did this to you and all that, because I'm going to talk mess. I'm going to talk mess. I remember one time I had this bartender laughing her ass off because that song came on the jukebox while I was at the bar, and I'm sitting up here talking shit. Well, that's what the fuck you get. Didn't I tell you to do me right? Didn't I tell you to do right by me? You don't know who I am, right? Okay, yeah, it's like that. So somebody here, that was the tower moment that they had. Is that they realizing now, like, they should have nurtured you, that you were the empress, that you were loving and nurturing them, missing your loving and nurturing energy. They shouldn't have left you there crying. They shouldn't have hurt your feelings. They shouldn't have disrespected you. I heard disrespected you. When they violated and disrespected your standards for treatment, there's do unto others as you would have them do unto you. That was the golden rule that came out in the readings, right? Yeah, and so it's like, hold on. And if they don't do unto you the way you do unto them, if they don't respect you, then you can cut that loose. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to allow any old body to just sit up here and do any old thing that they want to you. That's not necessary. So, oh Lord, it's time to find balance. And there's a repetitive message that's been coming out for some time now about, listen, Spirit is helping you break free from some confining stuff. And it is time for you to be confident in your own energy. So let's get 3 cards of guidance now from the Archangel Power Tarot cards. Thank you. Perfect. 3 falling out. So we have the Moon, the 7 of Gabriel, and the 6 of Gabriel. The Moon, hidden information. Somebody tried to lie. Somebody tried to hide something in the past. Okay, listen. So the guidance is with Archangel Haniel, somebody here, you use that angel energy. The opportunity to improve your plans. Listen to your intuition for accurate guidance. Face your fears and grow stronger. You have done that, and you're going to keep doing that. Maybe you were afraid to let go of this person, to stand your ground and honor your values and your worth. Well, keep doing that. That's the guidance. That's what this person is, because Archangel Haniel is looking over there. I want to tell you, all these guys are looking over there. So some of you are highly resonant with this person here who didn't do what the fuck they should have did and got cut the fuck off by another person who was in their self-love energy and who wasn't putting up with that treatment. Somebody here is there. Because I'm looking at all of these cards are looking over there pretty much. This one's kind of looking forward. So the guidance. It's time to improve your plans. Listen to your intuition. Intuition is highlighted all over this since we were in the karma cards. Yeah, the intuition speaks. It's your job to apply what it says. Hear it. You've been being trained. Spirit has been training you over the course of your life to hear its voice clearer. How, Melinda? We already talked about that. How you had the idea that you shoulda, coulda, woulda, but you didn't, and you knew it. Dang, I knew I shoulda did this. Dang, I knew I shoulda did that. I didn't listen, or I didn't do it. Okay, yeah, that's how. Through multiple moments like this, Spirit's been training you to hear your intuition. Face your fears, okay? Because, again, going into this North Node energy is going to require you to get into the uncomfortable zone. It's going to require you to do what you haven't done before. It's going to push you out of familiarity. But again, they say, if your dreams lived inside your comfort zone, they would be accomplishments. But they don't. So to accomplish your dreams is going to require you get real uncomfortable. And that's what's the opportunity here. Guidance, 7 of Gabriel. Stand up for what you believe in. Have confidence. Claim your personal power. Yeah, when you decide, listen, I treat you the way I want to be treated, but the way you treat me is disrespectful. I don't have to put up with this. Yeah, that's standing up for what you believe in. Again, there was something here about the protection. Yeah, listening to your intuition to protect your spiritual values. Listening to your intuition to protect your spiritual values. Your intuition is always going to guide you in doing this. That you have this. You have this success here available for you. And this puts you in full connection to your personal power. Okay? And additional guidance from the 6 of Gabriel. Congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project. Awards, scholarships, or promotions. I'm telling you, show up. 6 of Wands talking about recognition. This is the reward ceremony. We've channeled this through a few years now. The 6 of Wands is after the battle and the war, which is the 5 of Wands. The 6 of Wands is a reward ceremony. It's where they put you up on a podium. They acknowledge all the difficulty, your bravery in battle. They commend you for brave acts that you've taken. They highlight different moments that you went through, and they give you your medal. Something is coming through for you. You had to trust your intuition and stand up for yourself and stand up for what you believe in. And because you've done a good job, you're going to get these awards, scholarships, or promotions. I see that very much a predictive energy. What's at the bottom of the deck here? The Page of Raphael. Gentle, loving, dreamy, open-hearted. I hear, and when you're sitting in that energy, people think that you're a fucking fool. They think that you're an easy target. They think that you're naive and you'll fall for anything. But they don't know that you stand for something. See, if you stand for something, you won't fall for anything. But if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Well, you're not the one. Because you come across real humble, real nice, trying to always make peace and be kind. Some assholes want to take advantage of that. And apparently that's what you had here. Somebody was being an asshole. They wanted to take advantage of your kind, open heart. Keep your heart open. The whole message from the beginning was about that. Love, energy, keeping your heart open. Now, the page of Raphael, so it says this is a new emotional situation, messages regarding relationships or social invitations, great intuitive insights. So you were in a connection. It was a newer love situation. Your intuition guided you through it. Honey, that's exactly what it was there for. Yeah. And like I said, anywhere where somebody tried to put you in this restricted energy and confine your energy, or confine you, limit your belief, get you caught up in your head. I heard try to take that position of most importance that's reserved for love source God and your intuition instead. Yeah, those ideas were quickly flushed because you remove yourself from the situation. When somebody tried to force you into a corner, tried to force their way on you in some sort of way, you block that shit. And I even pick up on somebody, like there was a person who physically tried to force you. Somebody was, I just saw your energy. You grabbed something and you bust that motherfucker in their head and split their head open and took the fuck off. There was somebody who tried to physically take advantage of, yeah, you're coming through as, you're definitely in a feminine body. Somebody tried to overpower you physically. They were going to violate your body. Oh, hell no. I heard, oh, hell no. They had no idea. You might be little, but you like dynamite. You'll grab anything because you're so little. And I will fight an unfair fight. I heard, I will fight an unfair fight. That's what you said. The only way I fight is unfair because it's always unfair because I'm so little. I heard I'm so little. I have to fight unfair. So I'll grab the first hardest thing I could brush you upside your head with and I'll fuck you up. No, but you don't tell them that. This is what happened in your mind. I heard you saw the object sitting there before and it was like already in the back of your mind. It's like your intuition showed you. That right there, you could really fuck somebody up if you bust them upside their head with it. And then as the situation unfolded, I hear you were feeling real uneasy anyways, but as the situation unfolded, you made sure you positioned yourself right there. And when that person went to attack you, you was ready. They didn't know. You caught them by surprise. You bust them upside their head. They fell flat on their ass. And you were out of there. And you were saved. You were saved by your intuition. Good on you. And for a lot of you, this is a symbolic experience. For somebody, one right now, and 3 in specific that will come up who will find this message. It just happened when you find this message. The other 2 are going to find this message later. That's crazy. I heard 6 months. One person is going to find this message 6 months from now. It's going to have just happened in their physical experience, just like I described. Somebody else, I heard 3 years, 2 months, and 5 days after the recording. This message is going to really upbuild these people, these ladies, who had to defend themselves physically against a would-be attacker. You as a warrior, baby, keep your heart open, and it is just and good that you should protect your energy and yourself. All right. So I see we have Janine with us, Liza's with us, okay, and Judith for tribe. So if you have the tribe symbol next to your name, you can put your personal request in. But I'm gonna go ahead and do your Alpha and Omega messages next. So let me just clean up the table so we can go to that couple of cards there and see what else come out. What they pulled out first, and we're going to read it last. All right. So what do we have for the love and peace and happiness. Try it. From the Alpha and Omega messages. From the Guardian Angel Tarot, it says, Healer of Abundance. Never doubt that you can make a difference. Your creativity and ability to be innovative make you destined to succeed. It might be time to expand your career, but don't forget to leave time for family. This situation involves a person, possibly you, who's down to earth with a gift for design or decorating. He or she is open-minded and nurturing. And, yeah, they basically say, go be about your business right now. Okay. From the postcard from Spirit. Dearest you, isn't it amazing how things seem to come around again full circle in ways you could not possibly have planned? You wonder how a dream can die only to be resurrected years later when you're really ready? You thought it was time back then, but your wisdom knows better than your small self, whose desires are unmet. Now here you are with a new opportunity to do things from a different, more mature perspective. We want you to trust that in this new opportunity for rebirth, you will be called in two directions, and the one that is unfamiliar will be the right one. In the unknown spaces, the uncharted places of infinite potential, we are waiting to guide you into your fullest life. Big bounty will come if you remain in the present. You have come full circle, and now you can see that everything changes, is made new, and is giving new hope. Loving you always. Yes. So that is what we have for your download message today. I'm going to take care of my members, those who have subscribed with their membership on the channel. I'm going to take care of you next. So let's see, what do we have? Which deck are we going to utilize? We're going to use my new mini Rider-Waite deck that I received from Royal Sagittarius last week. So thankful and grateful for all the gifts that I received. If you want to go ahead and embrace your abundance and circulate some generosity my way, my Amazon wish list is in the description box below the video and on my website. So let's see who's up first. What do we have? Okay. What guidance for the next 48 hours for Eliza? Janine, put your question up. I see a message was retracted. I need to see what you're looking for. So for Liza, guidance for the next 48 hours for Liza, please and thank you. All right, I love the specificity of your question, okay, as far as time frame. And telling me 3 cards. So there it is. Bottom of the deck, the 4 of Swords. They say you've been in chill and heal mode, baby. Chill and heal mode is where you've been. Okay, the guidance for you is 7 of Swords. Remember who you can trust. I heard remember who you can trust. Be honest and call it out. If you see some untrustworthy behavior or actions or something, I heard call that shit out immediately. Don't save it for later. What else? The 8 of Wands. Take action and move forward. Okay, take action to move forward. The arrows of love. Keep your heart open. Keep moving forward. And Justice. Because the universe is going to call on you to end some situation with the deceiver. There's a deceiver in your midst. You're already well aware of this person's deception. You're already well aware of, with this. That's why the 7 of Swords is in reverse. Somebody is up to some sort of treachery. You already know. You might have received it in a dream. They also say, remember the divine plan and follow forward because you're going to get something you deserve on the other side of it. Yeah. All right, that's what I have for you, Eliza, for the next 48 hours, love. Keep your heart open. You're going to get your justice. Know that that's why you've been called to chill and heal, meditate, relax, get that dream message, however it came through, okay? That's what I have for you, my love. I hope that helps. Let's see. Will A tell me the truth is what Janine wants to know. Okay, so will A tell Janine the truth? Will A tell Janine the truth? Let's find out. What's the message for Janine? Yes or no? Is it yes or no? Please and thank you. All right, so we'll use the 13 card method. Here we go. Okay, first cards fell out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No. A will not tell you the truth. A devil energy at the bottom of the deck. And what I want to tell you is, as I'm looking at this is about some sort of deception in regards to some sort of behavior, okay, that was kept secret from you, okay? And there's some sort of changes that are regrettable. Somebody's afraid that you know their secret. You do, and they regret it, but they're not going to talk about it. They're going to lie because they want to stay your friend. Is this a friend of yours? I don't know. They want to... Or they're going to just try to run from it and go be with their friends, something like that. Yeah, and was it related to a third-party situation? I heard no, they're not going to tell you the truth, baby. Your spirit already told you the truth. She said, yes, she is. Yes, she is. Oh, boy, she's a friend. Yeah, this friend, she's going to want to stay your friend, so she's going to lie to you. She going to lie to you. All right, that's what I have for you, baby. I hope that helps you. Yeah, if they don't do you the way you do them, if they don't, we treat others how we expect to be treated, and if they don't, then the onus is on us. The saying, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. All right, members, thank you so much for your membership. Is greatly appreciated. All you viewers, silent lovers, stalkers, haters, watchers, imitators, we love you too. Go on out there and be great. Until next time. I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at LPHtarot.com. As in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, me and mine. Until next time, kamsahamnida, gracias, later, baby. And that's all, folks.